What comes to mind when you think of Alabama? Is it towering waterfalls, glowing canyons, ancient mountains, crystal clear lakes, and some of the most breathtaking landscapes in the American South? Join us as we explore Alabama's most incredible natural wonders. This is often called the Grand Canyon of Alabama. The Walls of Jericho is a breathtaking natural amphitheater located near the Alabama-Tennessee border, spanning more than 8,000 acres of protected wilderness. This remarkable geological formation was carved over millions of years by water erosion, creating towering limestone walls that rise dramatically above a lush valley floor. The site gets its biblical name from early settlers who believed the massive rock walls resembled the ancient city of Jericho. Hidden deep within the forest, the area contains springs, waterfalls, caves, and rare plant species that thrive in its unique ecosystem. The famous Walls of Jericho spring emerges from the base of the cliffs, feeding streams that eventually flow into the Tennessee River watershed. The region is considered one of Alabama's most important conservation areas because it protects habitats for endangered and threatened species. The area is also rich in biodiversity, supporting white-tailed deer, wild turkey, salamanders, and numerous birds. Hikers who descend into the canyon experience a dramatic change in terrain, from upland forests to cool, shaded valleys. This is a mountain retreat once attracted visitors seeking cooler temperatures long before air conditioning existed. Monte Sano State Park, whose name means Mountain of Health in Spanish, rises high above the city of Huntsville and has been a beloved destination for more than a century. Located atop Monte Sano Mountain at an elevation of over 1,600 feet, the park offers sweeping views of the Tennessee Valley and surrounding Appalachian foothills. During the late 19th century, the mountain became famous as a health resort because people believed its fresh air could help treat respiratory illnesses. Wealthy travelers and patients arrived by rail and climbed the mountain to stay in hotels and cottages built for health tourism. The park itself was developed during the 1930s by the Civilian Conservation Corps, one of the most influential programs of the Great Depression. The mountain's unique elevation creates cooler temperatures than the surrounding lowlands, allowing a variety of plant species to flourish. Imagine walking through a cave entrance so enormous that a commercial airplane could nearly fit inside. Cathedral Caverns State Park is home to one of the largest cave entrances in the world, measuring approximately 126 feet wide and 25 feet high. Located in northeastern Alabama, this spectacular underground wonder was formed over millions of years as water dissolved layers of limestone beneath the surface. Inside, you encounter towering stalagmites, delicate flowstones, and vast chambers resembling the interior of a grand cathedral, inspiring the cave's current name. One of its most famous formations is Goliath, a giant stalagmite standing roughly 45 feet tall and 243 feet in circumference, making it among the largest stalagmites in the world. Another highlight is a remarkable frozen waterfall formation created by centuries of mineral-rich water deposits. Cathedral Caverns also contains rare cave-dwelling organisms that have adapted to life in total darkness. The cave maintains a constant temperature year-round, creating a stable environment for both wildlife and geological development. In here, one of America's most unusual rivers spends nearly its entire journey flowing atop a mountain. Little River Canyon National Preserve protects the spectacular Little River, which runs along the crest of Lookout Mountain in northeastern Alabama before plunging into one of the deepest and most scenic canyons in the eastern United States. Established in 1992, the preserve safeguards more than 15,000 acres of rugged landscapes, waterfalls, forests, and dramatic sandstone cliffs. The canyon itself stretches for miles, with some walls rising hundreds of feet above the river below. Over millions of years, flowing water carved through layers of sandstone, shale, and limestone, creating the breathtaking scenery visible today. One of the preserve's most famous landmarks is Little River Falls, where water cascades over a broad rock ledge before entering the canyon. The preserve stands as one of Alabama's greatest natural treasures. Imagine a canyon came alive after dark with thousands of tiny glowing creatures. Dismals Canyon is one of Alabama's most mysterious natural wonders, famous for being home to rare bioluminescent insects known as Dismalites. Located near the town of Phil Campbell, this national natural landmark contains a lush, secluded ecosystem that feels more like a prehistoric rainforest than a typical southern woodland. Massive moss-covered boulders, towering cliffs, waterfalls, and ancient trees create a cool, humid environment that has remained relatively unchanged for centuries. The canyon's name was given by early settlers who viewed its shadowy depths as gloomy and difficult to access. But modern visitors often find it enchanting rather than dismal. The most famous residents, the Dismalites, are the larvae of a unique species of fungus that emit a soft blue-green glow to attract prey. Only a few places in the world host similar organisms, making Dismals Canyon internationally significant. The canyon's protected environment supports rare ferns, salamanders, wildflowers, and other species that thrive in its cool microclimate. Guided nighttime tours allow visitors to witness the glowing Dismalites, creating one of the most unusual natural experiences in North America. Did you know Alabama is home to the longest natural rock bridge east of the Rocky Mountains? Natural Bridge Park protects an extraordinary sandstone arch that stretches approximately 148 feet in length and rises about 60 feet above the forest floor. Located in Winston County, this geological marvel was formed over millions of years through the slow but powerful forces of erosion. Unlike many natural arches that develop through the collapse of cave systems, Natural Bridge was created as softer rock layers beneath the harder sandstone gradually wore away. The result is a massive bridge-like structure capable of supporting enormous weight while maintaining its elegant appearance. Visitors are often surprised by the sheer scale of the formation when standing beneath it, as photographs rarely capture its true size. Geologists consider the bridge an excellent example of weathering and erosion processes that continually reshape Earth's surface. Over countless centuries, wind, rain, temperature changes, and flowing water gradually sculpted the sandstone into its current form. This national forest in Alabama contains hundreds of miles of streams, countless waterfalls, and some of the state's richest wildlife habitats. Bankhead National Forest spans nearly 181,000 acres in northwestern Alabama and serves as one of the most important protected landscapes in the region. The forest encompasses rolling hills, deep ravines, sandstone formations, and extensive hardwood forests. Much of the area was heavily logged during the late 19th and early 20th centuries, dramatically altering the landscape. However, large-scale reforestation and conservation programs helped restore the forest, transforming it into a modern success story of environmental recovery. Bankhead is particularly famous for its abundance of waterfalls, earning it a reputation as one of the most scenic outdoor destinations in Alabama. The forest contains portions of the Sipsey Wilderness as well as numerous recreational opportunities, including hiking, camping, fishing, and horseback riding. Its streams support diverse fish populations, while its forests provide habitat for deer, turkey, foxes, and hundreds of bird species. Bankhead National Forest also protects important water resources that benefit communities across the region. What if you could step into a forest so ancient and untouched that it feels like traveling back to another era? Sipsey Wilderness, often called the land of 1,000 waterfalls, is Alabama's largest federally designated wilderness area and one of the most biologically diverse regions in the Southeast. Located within Bankhead National Forest, the wilderness covers more than 25,000 acres of rugged canyons, sandstone bluffs, clear streams, and old-growth forests. Unlike much of the southeastern United States, portions of Sipsey escaped extensive logging, allowing some trees to reach remarkable ages and sizes. The wilderness is named after Sipsey Fork, a river that winds through the area and supports one of Alabama's richest freshwater ecosystems. Deep canyons create cool, moist conditions that nurture rare plants, ferns, mosses, and wildflowers. Waterfalls appear throughout the landscape, especially after seasonal rains, giving the wilderness its famous nickname. Scientists consider Sipsey one of the most important ecological refuges in Alabama due to its exceptional biodiversity. The wilderness offers a rare opportunity to experience landscapes that closely resemble the forests that once covered much of the American South. This is one of the deepest and clearest lakes in the southeastern United States, was created not by nature, but by a massive engineering project. Smith Lake, officially known as Lewis Smith Lake, stretches across more than 21,000 acres in north-central Alabama and is renowned for its crystal-clear waters, forested shorelines, and dramatic cliffs. The lake was formed in 1961 when the Alabama Power Company completed Lewis Smith Dam on the Sipsey Fork of the Black Warrior River. Unlike many reservoirs in the region that are relatively shallow, Smith Lake reaches depths exceeding 260 feet in some areas, making it one of Alabama's deepest bodies of water. The flooding of valleys and forests during the lake's creation transformed the landscape and created hundreds of miles of winding shoreline. The lake has become a premier destination for boating, fishing, and water sportsy. Anglers prize Smith Lake for its populations of striped bass, largemouth bass, and spotted bass, with numerous fishing tournaments held throughout the year. Gulf State Park encompasses more than 6,500 acres of protected land along Alabama's Gulf Coast, providing a remarkable blend of beaches, wetlands, forests, lakes, and wildlife habitats. Established in 1939, the park was one of Alabama's earliest efforts to preserve coastal ecosystems while providing recreational opportunities for the public. Unlike many coastal parks that focus solely on beaches, Gulf State Park protects a wide variety of environments, each supporting unique plant and animal communities. The park contains miles of white sand shoreline along the Gulf of Mexico, as well as freshwater lakes that attract migratory birds and aquatic wildlife. The park's network of trails is among the largest in the region, allowing visitors to explore forests, marshes, and dunes by foot or bicycle. Today, the park attracts millions of visitors annually while continuing to balance recreation with environmental stewardship. Orange Beach is one of the Gulf Coast's premier seaside destinations, famous for its dazzling white sand, emerald green waters, and rich maritime heritage. The beach's remarkable sand is composed primarily of fine quartz grains that originated in the Appalachian Mountains hundreds of miles away. Orange Beach began as a small fishing and farming community before evolving into a major tourism destination during the 20th century. Its unusual name is believed to have originated from early citrus groves that once flourished in the area. Fishing has long been central to the community's identity, and Orange Beach is now recognized as one of the leading sport fishing destinations in the United States. You can explore nearby islands, bays, and estuaries that serve as important nurseries for marine species. Environmental conservation programs work to protect nesting sea turtles and preserve sensitive coastal habitats. The city also provides opportunities for boating, kayaking, sailing, and dolphin-watching excursions. Beyond its beaches, Orange Beach offers insight into the ecological importance of the Gulf of Mexico and the interconnected systems that sustain coastal life. So, which of these amazing places would you visit first? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey through Alabama's most spectacular landscapes, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another adventure. Thanks for watching. Until next time, happy travels.